May 10, 2025. As the smoke still rose from the shell-scarred valleys of Kashmir, another battlefront quietly opened, this time not with missiles but with water. New Delhi announced it was suspending the 1960 Indus Waters Treaty, a move as silent as it was seismic. For over 6 decades, the treaty had survived wars, coups, and border standoffs. But now, for the first time, it was being held hostage by rage. Signed under World Bank mediation, the treaty gave Pakistan rights over the western rivers, Indus, Jhelum, and Chenab, forming the backbone of its agriculture. Crops in Punjab, Sindh, and parts of Balochistan owe their lifeblood to this deal. But now, India says those waters may no longer flow unchecked. Within 48 hours, satellite imagery revealed accelerated work on key Indian hydroelectric projects, Ratle in Jammu, Pakal Dul in Kishtwar, and 2 new barrages near Kathua and Uri. On paper, they were run-of-the-river dams. But to Islamabad, they looked like levers, valves that could choke an entire nation's food supply. Pakistani farmers in Okara and Multan reported sudden drops in canal levels. In Sukkur, irrigation officials went on emergency alert. The water was still flowing, but slower, thinner, uncertain. Panic crept in like a drought that hadn't begun yet, but already felt inevitable. India maintained it was within its rights, that the treaty allowed limited control in times of national security threats, that this was not war, it was strategy. But Pakistan called it an act of water terrorism, a violation not just of trust, but of survival. On social media, maps of river networks replaced maps of missile strikes. Hashtags like #WaterIsWar and #IndusUnderThreat exploded across both nations. In diplomatic circles, the silence was louder. The UN issued a vague statement. The World Bank remained concerned. No one moved. Behind closed doors, analysts warned of escalation beyond gunfire, economic sabotage, food crises, mass migrations. The Indus wasn't just a river. It was history, identity, livelihood. And now, it was a weapon. In Lahore, a boy held a cracked clay pot under a dying tap. In Delhi, news anchors framed the treaty as outdated. Why should India honor a deal with a country that harbors terror? In reality, neither side could afford this war, but both seemed ready to lose more than water to win a point. The rivers flowed on, but not freely, not peacefully. Their currents now carried the weight of history, vengeance, and a question that echoed far louder than artillery. When does survival become provocation?
Want more untold stories of war, history, and mystery? Subscribe to Past of Nations for deep dives into the battles, strategies, and secrets that shaped our world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications because history isn't just the past, it's the key to unlocking the future.